Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm here in my Let's Build series. So today we are building build 2. So last episode we built a starter house, and this is just a plain. So for the first couple of houses we are going to do different styles for different types of houses. So we're going to do this time it's a medieval starter house. So if you ever started like a spruce forest type of thing, then yeah. So I did some little bit of terraforming. I'm not the greatest at it, but I kind of put like a hidden mountain over here, and then something like this. So what we're going to do is we work on that. So first we're going to get the structure in, which is basically what I'm using. So what I use for medieval is a load of spruce, a load of dark oak blocks, which you'll kind of work out as you go along. Also a bunch of cobblestone. We kind of mix this in. The andesite, probably some stone brick, and probably some polystone if you can find it. That one. So first we're going to start off with the foundation. So the foundation shouldn't be that hard to make. So we are going to make it into the hill. So we're going to start off with just some more little foundations around the edge. Now we can plan out how big we want to do it. So the thing is with builds, you basically plan out the foundation and then you work at it if you want to expand it or you don't want to extend it. So with this build we are going to make it into 3 separate rooms going across, like so. I'm going to go 4 high on each corner. Like this. So with the starter medieval house I always use a stone platform. So what we do is we build around it, like so. With this bit here, this bit is going to be raised, but like a small tiny bit actually, just so it kind of works with the build. So we're going to raise this up to 4, so it's matching with these. And then we are going to do it by the third one going across. You can use any type of wood, but when it comes to medieval, this is the one I actually prefer to use, and these are houses I like building in the first place. So yeah. Okay, so next we have cobblestone and a bunch of other materials. You can start off with cobblestone if you don't have like the materials at hand, but then you go around placing different types of gradients of grade to give it that tiny texture to work with it. So that's what we're going to be doing first. Like that. We're going to do this around every single part of the build. Add a couple of windows just so it's not as dark, and I think it'll quite look cool. Try not to mix like a load of different evil blocks that kind of match with the gradient, just because it can basically make the build a little bit wonky and not that great. So you have to try and mix the gradients as best as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect, don't get me wrong, but it'd be nice to have like different types of textures in different parts of the build. Some can be double like this, but it's a bit too much, so we're going to spruce it up with this. I'm also going to add a back door entrance. This is going to be where the farm is, over here. So as you walk in, you can get to the stairs, which I'm going to put the door upwards, so you have to walk across the thing to get in. And then this is going to be a window. Like that. So now we've got the base of the foundation going. Next is to work out how big we want to make the top. So with the top, I sometimes do a 4-part roof like this, but that's too square. I kind of want to change it up a little bit, so I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to make this into 2 separate buildings. So we're going to have a small roof here. So we'll have to make this into even, like 1, 2, it's here. Break this away. place the block 2, 4. Over here is going to be a little bit smaller, and this is where the living quarters will be. So we are going to make this a little bit smaller, like so. Looks quite flat right now, but we're going to be working on that eventually. So with this roof here, we are actually going to keep it as normal. So we are going to make the roof, which will be like this, and then this will be lined up to the support beams on the other side. So it looks like it's attached. So now you've got this kind of simple shape. Kind of works, kind of works. It's like similar to this one, but a little bit different. And then over here is going to be add an extra little bit here, just to kind of give it a little bit of height and a little bit difference. You don't have to add this floor. This floor is optional. So what we're going to do is go around like this and kind of work that way out. I wanted to do a bunch of different shapes with this build because, one, I don't like keep doing repeatedly flat builds all the time, so I wanted to spruce it up. And this one attaches to this roof over here, like so. And then for this one, it's just a simple, normal roof, like this. And then we join the spikes up, like so, just to kind of give it that texture. So now we've got all the base platforms going. It is quite high, and it kind of works with that, but it's fine. It is only a start house, so we don't really need to be this high, but you can change that up if you want to. So next is what the floor is going to be. This floor I'm going to do as a oak because I've got quite a lot of dark material going towards this build, and I think oak might help it out a little bit. This bottom stairs is going to be the storage, so there's access to get up here and access to get down. Kind of works in their favour. Because this room is quite short, it's only a 3 block high, what I'll do is I'll use slabs, because then you've got an extra ½ inch so you don't bang your head. And that's where the stairs are going to be. Like this. Then put a beam here, because this bit here is open. It's a little bit small, but it'll basically get the job done. It will still protect you, and it'll still give you plenty of space. Put the windows in. There you go. Next is the stairs. The stairs I'm definitely going to still use oak because it matches with the door. I'm also going to get rid of this one here because what I'm going to do is place a block here and place a block here. So now it's like that. Slab. Run out of slabs. There you go. So now we don't need the grey tone because the grey tone is now done with. We can now work on this part. So we'll do the roof afterwards, and this will turn into like a balcony area. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put stairs here. Or like, well not stairs, vents here. And then we are going to add the walls. Like I said, this wall is going to be a little bit flat, and it's made out of wool. So with medieval buildings, they normally are made out of wool, just to kind of give it that medieval vibe. I would usually bring the wall inwards like I usually do, but because, one, it's just a starter build and we don't really have to go into so much detail, it's not really the biggest issue. So now we've got this area. This area is now done because we're not going up there, and then you finally got the third floor, where you may put the sleeping quarters. This is also what you're going to fill with wool. If you don't have wool, you can use wood. It is optional. And then I'm just going to put a giant door here. like that. See why I left that gap there? Because what we are going to do is see if this actually works. Because I don't really know if this works in this this version, but hopefully it does. We are going to make a divider. And we are going to get ladders, and we are going to place the ladders like that. So now it doesn't take a lot of room up, and it still gives you room to put stuff in. Space opens up space a little bit more, and it kind of gives you that. I'm not adding too many windows because we got quite a lot of windows already. Too many windows can be quite cool, but it can also make your room a little bit more of a weird look. Eventually we're working on how to bulk it out a little bit so it's not as flat as you guys can see it. So next is we are going to be using stairs. Stairs we're going to be using is stone brick because stone brick houses are medieval houses are usually made out of stone brick. So we'll bring this out like so. To about here. And then what we do here is we get some wood. We cover this block in. That's all you see. Do the same on the other side as well. And you do this on all sides of the building. Here, what we're going to do instead, we are going to add slabs so it doesn't mess up the building too much. Then we're going to place the outer ones with something like this as a peak, and then like that. To knock it off, which I do with every single thing, I add stairs in between, like so, just to kind of give it a frame and kind of works. So we're going to do this on all sides. So next side is this side. I kind of actually broke that. If you don't like the design, that's fine. You guys can change it up if you want. It's not a really big issue for me. I don't mind it. Just something I work with quite a lot. I don't really like doing roofs as much either, so sometimes the roofs I don't like, I kind of work with. Try and change its worst to fit my style. Don't forget, this is my style of building and not yours, so you can tweak the designs no matter what. Same with this side, we are basically just going to do it like from here. Because that looked weird. We are going to drag it to the side though, on this side, just because of we've got nothing stopping us from doing that. Don't get me wrong, it will look weird, but it basically works with the roof structure as well. Same what I've done on the first roof I showed you guys, we are going to put slabs here. Involved. There you go. So with this bit here, we can add a stair here, just to give it a little bit of a corner. Doesn't have to be there. It's just something I would probably do, just to kind of give it a little bit of a oomph to the design. Don't forget to fill in these bits with wood. You can also just put windows there if you wanted to, but I'd rather go with wood. Kind of weird putting it on here, but sure. So now we've got like the actual thicker structure done and stuff like that. Next is the outskirts, and then we're going to do the interior. So here I made a little hill. This is where a waterfall is going to be flowing out of into a little bit of a river going across the house. And it disappears underground because we don't have a lot. I'm not going to make it really deep just because, one, this is just for aesthetics purposes and not actually building. If you guys do enjoy these videos, please leave a like, leave a comment down below. Also, let me know what you think and what you guys would have done instead of what I did. Also, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to follow me on Twitch, it'll be really helpful as well. I'm also going to break this block here and put a little waterfall going like that. Just to kind of break up the boldness. So now once we've got this is where the path's going to be. So it's going to start here. So with the path we can add some gravel or some, if we live in this spruce you can get coarse dirt. We will need a silk touch for this, but and then how the hell are we going to get across? So we say the path leads here. We can make a very small little bridge going across. I'm not going to go overly complicated with this design, especially for this. So it's just going to be a very, very simple bridge. Getting one cross to the other. Then we add stairs to make it easier. I might actually put a different kind of slab actually, just because to break up like the thingy. I might actually do cobble, stone, and stairs, just to kind of give it a little bit of a oomph to the world. Just a smidge. Doesn't have to be something dramatic. Don't forget this is just a asset of the design and how to get over to the back. So over here is going to be like a little mini farm. It's not going to be too big. What I'm going to do is just add some fence gates and fences at the back. And the only way to get in this farm is by entering the back gate, which you guys, the back door, which you guys can currently see. It's going to go all the way around to here. And here I'm actually going to add a tree, because we are in a spruce forest. Add a bunch of little trees around the place, just to give it some nature. Bone meal. Usually when it's really close to the house it would not spawn, but yeah. And I'm also going to make the garden overgrow a little bit more as well, just to kind of give it the bushiness of the feel until it hits the door. So the door, I'm going to add a bit of door here. We are then going to be using probably normal oak door, just because if we live in the spruce forest you won't be able to see like certain things going in that much. So there you have it. Next is some lights. So if you do have the materials to make lanterns, then I would throw lanterns out of everything. Let's put one there, and then also for decoration purposes we are going to put some hanging pots. So grab some dirt, grab a chain, grab trapdoor, and grab a plant for a flower, do the normal cauliflower, And then let's do this. So it's going to go through like that. A little bit of expect. Also hang one from up here. If you don't want any mobs on the roof, make sure you hang them around the place. So I'm going to do on each corner. Don't forget, this is my preference. I would not normally do this, but it'd be like quite cool. Then we do a couple on the outside as well, on the back garden, just so. I might do this one actually hanging. So do a couple of chains like that. There's a little back one here. Anyway, okay, so now I've got the outside done to the point I'm actually okay with it now. We are going to be working on the interior. The interior is pretty easy, just basically figure out what you want to put everything. So here we're going to have the chest areas. We can add quite a lot of chests. Going upwards. Let's add some single chests as well. Then we could probably add some furnaces for smelting and blast furnaces. So let's do something like a little bit pile or something. Maybe one in the ground, the up to it. Probably put some chests around the place like that. Switch chest out for lantern. What you're also going to need is a crafting table area and a workbench. So what I'm actually going to do is make a little bit of a slab type workbench right here, so you can work and put stuff on. Also put a lantern there, making sure we've got enough room. Got bookcases. You can also craft a couple of books and whack them under the stairs just to give it that aspect. You can also get rid of that to make the full bookshelf. So something like that. Quite cool. Put that in there. So that's really it. We don't really want to overclutter that. So up here can be the kitchen. So with the kitchen, it's just a simple kitchen. So you put a crafting table, cauldron for the sink, some smokers, probably some barrels if you are over it. If you're not having any villagers in your house, then it's fine. Something like that. Over here you can probably have some armor stands for armor purposes. So you can probably put armor stands in front of the door with a couple of barrels for like double storage. Do a couple of these. Need a lot. Maybe also plot a plant as well. Probably look nice. So pot plants is pretty easy. Just grab a dirt block, grab a trapdoor, then you can grab a rose bush. I like using rose bushes because they're quite pretty and they look quite cool. Like that. So you can go upstairs to the second floor, which we've still got to build in actually. Don't forget when you're building, make sure you put the second floor in. don't worry about the barrels. Not able to open. You are able to. Then up here we'll have the bedroom, which is your choice. I like purple, so I'm doing that. Some chest for storage. An iron frame for alarm clock, and a barrel. Let's put that there. Put the iron frame on top. Clock there. So you've got extra storage here, and you've got extra storage there. And you've also got a daylight sensor, well. And then you can put some lanterns up here, just to kind of give it a little bit of lighting. I need to put like one rummy. Maybe one on a crafting table, or one right on the same place actually. There we go. There you go. Fill the bucket of water. And there you have it. This is the medieval house. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Sorry it took a while to get it out. What you can also do has some kind of like shutters for the bigger windows, which need to be shut. Like here. Nothing over here is fine. I'm not actually going to add a garden back here just because it's going to be at the back of the video anyway. So yeah, this is the medieval house build. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Please leave a like, leave a comment down below. Also subscribe, and thank you for watching.